Hello, everybody. This is Lisa. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming into my kitchen. I've been working on keto and low carb for about 4 years now, I think, and I've made a lot of progress. So I'm sharing this recipe in the hopes that some of you will too. Um, so I've done a lot on candy, desserts, but today I decided to get more grown up and serious. Keto cauliflower mashed potatoes. A lot of people miss potatoes and things like bread when they change over to keto because it's low carb. You know, your body wants those things, and we'll talk about that in a minute about cravings. But this is going to call for a head of steamed cauliflower, which I already steamed and put in here. It's ready to be mashed. We have some chives and bacon, and that bacon is currently cooking. I did about two thick sliced pieces, and I cut it up beforehand. You'll see in a minute. Okay, green onions. I used about three. Do it to taste. Some people don't like it as strong. 3 tablespoons of mayo, and then you're just going to mash it together and put it in an oven safe dish. Keep it warm and let those flavors kind of marinate, and while you're cooking the rest of your food. So here we have the bacon. Now, I'm just going to take this out. But what I find it easier to go ahead and, when you need bacon bits, to just go ahead and cut it out before you cook it. It just seems to work out so much better that way. But if you have a better way, obviously do what works for you. Do a lot of that in my kitchen. How many of you edit recipes? A lot. Or do you just need to stick with something straight? Sometimes I do that if it's a first time recipe, but usually with things like this, I kind of go off and do my own thing. So anyway, this one's going to be dairy free, obviously. So for those of you who are dairy free and low carb, you should be good. All right. So a couple of things before we get started. I wanted to talk a little bit about the journey that you go through when you go through weight changes, okay? If you're up too high or down too low, you have to make it to the ideal place. So once you get to your ideal place, and for most people it's losing weight, you identify the need to lose, then you lose it, but then there's that maintenance period. So it's really a lifestyle change, and I know sometimes it's tough when you're out with people, especially. Time to mash the cauliflower, by the way. But it's doable. And if you fall off the wagon or if you get out of your habits, don't berate yourself, because that always makes it worse. Like when you're beating yourself up, then you want the other food worse and you start craving things. No, don't do that. Just get back on. And as far as the cravings go, I wanted to share with you something that I used that worked out really, really well for me. See, this mashes up really well when you have it and steamed. Which was a patch. It's a vitamin patch. It looks like this, and it's a 2-patch system. But one of them is designed to help you lose, and the other one is to help you maintain the good habits, and also to reduce the cravings, which is really, really nice. Because when you first start a lot, I remembered I wanted bread, and I just felt so left out, and that I think is hard when you're trying to change, make a good change. Your body's trying to tell you, I want this, I'm used to having it. You need something that says, nah, you don't need it. So that really helped me, and if you want more information on that, please just go ahead and ask, because I like sharing and having success stories. Had one this week that I was able to share with somebody who had only been working with it for 5 days, and she had noticed a difference, so I thought that was pretty good. Okay, back to the recipe. I'm going to go ahead and add the 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. You can obviously add more if you feel you need to. Add to taste. This is sugar-free mayonnaise. In particular, it's difficult to find sugar-free condiments, so watch the ingredients when you do. This particular brand is Duke's. So I have not found a lot of you have to watch ketchup, you have to watch all kinds of things with those hidden sugars. And sugar is one of those things that's highly addictive. You're going to want to crave it when you stop it. So that is why it's a good idea to have something that stops those cravings. So there we go. We've got that. Ta-da! And you can add probably a few different ingredients. I have occasionally added like ranch dressing or different things like that. So just go ahead and have some fun with it. I know your mom probably taught you not to have fun with your food, but guess what? I'm going to tell you to go ahead and have a little bit of fun with it, at least while you're making it. And if you have kids that you have to get it relatable to, ask them for their input. As long as it's not sugary, addictive stuff, they may actually start eating their vegetables. You never know. Okay, so this is what it looks like at this point. It's really mashy. I don't know if that's a word, but apparently it is now. And you're going to do about a teaspoon worth of chives. Okay. I have not started growing these in the backyard yet, so that's why I'm getting it out of a bottle, but I would look forward to it. How many people have an herb garden? And then I just cut up some of my scallions that I do grow in the backyard, which has been kind of fun for me because, and it saves money too, because these are things that you can buy at the grocery store. And then you don't have to keep buying them because, you know, so it cuts back on food a little bit. You just cut off the green parts, plant the bottom, and they'll sprout back up again. Amazing idea, right? Okay, so I'm just giving that a little stir, making sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so we're going to make this all together, and then we're going to go ahead and add the drained bacon. And that's going to add some nice color to it. We've got the red, the green, and the white. So, you know, if you're looking for a holiday theme that calls for that, you could do that. Anyway, and then what I do to let the flavors marinate a little bit, do this one before dinner, and then stick it in the oven for a little while. For those of you who really can handle dairy, go ahead. Just making sure, is that still? Yes, it is. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have technical issues. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know. Just have to check and make sure. But anyway, if you have any questions, put down in the comments. Follow my page, like, subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. You can contact me either through the channel you saw this on. You can PM me, or I do my best to respond to all the comments, or you can do Patches, PATCHES, the number 4, me.com. And those are one of the ways that you can contact me. So now what we're going to do is put our cauliflower in the oven to get those flavors in. I hope you all have a super wonderful day. Don't have any tech issues, and may just God bless you. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.